Curious to watch the powerful Asgardian god transition from battling frost giants to battling other giants? Whom are we talking about? Yep, it's your favorite Marvel star, Thor. Thor Ragnarok is a hilarious and action-packed ride that shows us Thor's epic transformation and character development. The story blasts off with Thor, the mighty god of thunder, hurtling through the cosmos. He's not on a sightseeing tour though. Thor's on a crucial mission hunting down the Infinity Stones. These 6 immensely powerful stones hold the key to manipulating reality itself, and nasty folks like Thanos are after them too. Simply put, Thor is on a mission across the universe to gather clues and fight cosmetic villains to protect the Infinity Stones. However, things take a dangerous turn when a fiery enemy named Surtur captures Thor during his intergalactic quest. Surtur isn't just any villain. He's a massive fire giant representing destruction itself, and he's believed to be the one who will bring about Ragnarok, the total destruction of Asgard. That's a huge problem. With Thor captured by this fiery harbinger of doom, things are looking pretty grim. After a daring escape from Surtur's clutches, Thor finally returns to Asgard, his home realm, but something feels off. The Golden City seems a little too quiet, the people a little too subdued. Asgard just doesn't have the same vibrant energy Thor remembers. Thor soon discovers why Asgard is a far cry from the majestic city he left behind. The culprit? Loki, his ever mischievous adopted brother, the god of trickery himself. It turns out Loki has been up to his old shenanigans again. He's been impersonating Odin, their father, the wise Allfather who rules Asgard. Loki, disguised as Odin, has been pulling the strings all along. This throws a massive wrench into Thor's plans. Not only does he have to deal with the threat of Surtur and Ragnarok, but now he has to confront his own brother's deception. With Odin's disappearance and Loki's trickery exposed, Thor learns of a much bigger threat looming over Asgard, Hela, his ruthless older sister, the goddess of death. Remember, Thor is known for facing off against frost giants and fire demons, but a death goddess, that's a whole new level of bad news. She's back with a vengeance, stronger and more powerful than ever. She has her sights set on conquering Asgard, claiming the throne that's rightfully Thor's. This sets the stage for an epic sibling showdown. Then, Thor, the mighty god of thunder, versus Hela, the god of death. It's a battle for the fate of Asgard, and with Loki thrown into the mix, things are bound to get messy. This wasn't a typical family reunion. This is a battle for ultimate power, and the fate of an entire realm hangs in the balance. Escaping Hela's wrath is no easy feat. She's the most terrifying death-dealing goddess you can ever think of. That's Hela, and Thor, after a desperate attempt to stop her, finds himself flung through a portal and crash landing on a strange junkyard planet called Sakaar. Sakaar is a far cry from the golden halls of Asgard. It's a dusty, lawless wasteland filled with scavengers and all sorts of weird and wonderful creatures. Thor, stripped of his godly privileges, is captured by the eccentric ruler of Sakaar, the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster is a vibrant being with a serious case of gladiatorial game show obsession. He throws these epic matches where warriors fight to the death for the amusement of the Sakaarian crowd. And guess who the Grandmaster sees as the perfect new contender? Our very own Thor. But there's a twist. Thor isn't the only familiar face he encounters in the gladiatorial arena. His surprise opponent, the one stepping out from the shadows to challenge him, is none other than the Hulk. Picture Thor's surprise when he sees the giant green rage monster staring him down. This sets the stage for an epic showdown between the two Avengers. Will Thor be able to overcome the Hulk's raw power, or will the God of Thunder become another casualty of the Sakaarian gladiatorial games? After a brutal, earth-shattering fight with the Hulk, Thor realizes something crucial. He can't defeat Hela alone, not even with his godly powers. He needs the Hulk's strength on his side. The problem is that Hulk doesn't exactly remember who Thor is, thanks to some time spent lost in the gladiatorial pit. But Thor is a resourceful god. He hatches a plan to team up with some unlikely allies. First, there's Valkyrie, a fallen Asgardian warrior who becomes jaded and cynical after a tragic past. She's seen enough bloodshed, but Thor convinces her that the fate of Asgard hangs in the balance. And then there's Loki, the ever-deceptive god of trickery. Let's be honest, Thor wouldn't be Thor without a little Loki drama thrown into the mix. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Thor needs Loki's cunning to pull off their daring escape plan. Together, this ragtag team, an Asgardian prince, a disillusioned Valkyrie, and a mischievous trickster god, spark a rebellion within the gladiatorial games. Think about the chaos. Slaves rise up against their oppressors, and Thor leads the charge, wielding his newfound gladiator skills. Their ultimate goal? To steal a spaceship and blast off Sakaar, leaving the Grandmaster's twisted games behind. But will their plan succeed? Can they overcome the Sakaarian guards and escape this junkyard planet before it's too late? But by the time Thor, Hulk, Valkyrie, and Loki make it back to Asgard, things have gone from bad to worse. Hela, the goddess of death, hasn't been wasting any time. She's already laying waste to the place, tearing through Asgard's defenses like a hurricane. Hela's army of undead soldiers swarms the Golden City, and even Asgard's valiant warriors struggle to hold them back. Buildings crumble, and the streets run red with the blood of fallen Asgardians. Ragnarok, the destruction of Asgard in the future, seems inevitable. But Thor and his newfound allies aren't about to give up without a fight. An epic showdown erupts, a desperate battle for the very soul of Asgard. Thor faces off against Hela, their godly powers clashing in a dazzling display of lightning and darkness. The Hulk throws down with monstrous beasts, his rage a primal force against Hela's undead legions. Valkyrie, with newfound purpose, soars through the battlefield, her spear a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Even Loki, ever the trickster, throws his cunning into the mix. The battle reaches a fever pitch when giant wolves, mythical creatures from the Asgardian lore, join the fray. And as if that wasn't enough, the fire demon Surtur, the same one prophesied to destroy Asgard, makes a dramatic entrance. The fate of Asgard hangs in the balance. Will Thor and his unlikely team be able to overcome Hela and her monstrous army? Or will Ragnarok claim Asgard, leaving nothing but dust and despair in its wake? Thor loses his hammer in the fight, feeling powerless, but then his father's words echo in his mind, "You're not the god of hammers." Realizing his true strength lies within, Thor unleashes a mighty blast of lightning that sends Hela reeling. The battle may be won, but the victory comes at a heavy price. Hela, weakened but not defeated, escapes the fray. However, the damage is done. Asgard lies in ruins, a testament to the fierce battle that raged within its walls. The prophecy of Ragnarok seems inevitable. Surtur, the fire demon, stands triumphant, his fiery presence a constant reminder of Asgard's impending doom. Faced with the harsh reality, Thor makes the toughest decision of his life. He knows Asgard, the city they love, cannot be saved. With a heavy heart, he orders the evacuation of his people. The remaining Asgardians, displaced and heartbroken, board a stolen Sakaarian spaceship, their only hope for survival. Leaving their home behind is a sadful experience. As they soar through the cosmos, they watch in horror as Surtur fulfills the prophecy. The fiery demon plunges his sword deep into the heart of Asgard, setting the entire realm ablaze. The once magnificent Golden City crumbles and falls, reduced to nothing but dust and debris. With a tear in his eye, Thor leads his people towards an uncertain future. Though they have lost their home, they carry the spirit of Asgard within them. As they journey through the vastness of space, a new chapter unfolds, filled with the hope of finding a new home and rebuilding their lives. But one question lingers: where will they go, and what challenges await them in the unknown? With Asgard reduced to rubble, Thor leads his people towards Earth, only to encounter a familiar and unwelcomed face: Thanos, the Mad Titan, and his ominous spaceship. What will happen next? Well, that's a story for another time. So what do you think of Thor Ragnarok? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, do smash that like button and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you next time!